Hey everybody, and welcome back to the art room. I thought it was a good time to review the art room rules, because I'm here to help you explore your creative side and have fun, not spend time disciplining bad choices. So let's remember, you, which is the artist in the art room, will A. Always sit safely. Your bottom is on your chair is pushed into the table, and your hands and feet are to yourself. That means they're not touching anybody else. And when you come into art, when you sit down, you are not touching the table bin. When you come into the art room, you should be quiet and calm and ready to learn. And if you have a question, you should not yell out over the lesson. You should wait until it's time for questions, then raise your hand to ask. If you need help during art, just raise your hand in your seat and I will walk over to help you, unless I make a motion to come over to me. Art is a class. You get a behavior grade and you get a project grade. So I need you guys to focus on your project, and you can talk quietly if you have to people at your table, but you should still keep working on your project. I immediately follow directions. We only see each other once a week for 40 minutes. That is not a lot of time at all. So when I ask you guys to do something, please do it quickly the first time. S. Stay on task. Focus and use your imagination and creativity. This goes back to not wasting time, and make sure that you're using your time wisely. Also, practicing time management skills, which will help you in other subjects in life. T. Take care of your art room. If you are the number one person, your job is to go get supplies and return the supplies back at the end of class. If you are number two, your job is to clip the artwork at your table and put it in your class drawer. If you are the number three person, you are checking the table bin and making sure there's no crayons or trash or paper in the bins or on the floor around your table. Not anybody else's table, just your table. The art room rules are just like the school-wide expectations. Like the RISE words: respect, responsibility, integrity, self-control, and empathy. Like caring enough to consider how your words and actions impact other people, and doing the right thing even when it's hard or when nobody's looking. Let's talk about examples of RISE in action. Using kind words and indoor voices. Thinking before you act. Meeting expectations of the art room and reminding others at your table to do the same. Thinking about how your words and actions might affect others. Thinking before you act. Count to 5 to calm down. Being careful with art room materials. Cleaning up your area. And using art materials and equipment and tools properly. Don't forget the volume tracker. It is right up here on the smart board. If you guys are having a great quiet class with good volume, good job. We're going to stay up on green. But if I have to move it to yellow, that means we're getting too loud and we have to use our whisper voices. If it goes to red, then we are not allowed to talk for at least 5 minutes, which is really not fun. Remember before how I said that art is a class and you get graded on your projects and your behavior? Well, here's a nifty chart to help you understand what I grade on. So at the top is what I grade for your artwork, and at the bottom is how I grade your conduct. Let's take a look at the artwork grade. See how it goes from green smileys to chartreuse to yellow to orange to red? Well, sometimes you might come up to me and ask if you're finished with your art. I might tell you you're in the red or the orange, and you might have to move it up to the yellow or the chartreuse, which means lime green, and follow the learning goals a little bit more completely. So please pay attention when I offer these suggestions. So when we're talking about your conduct or your behavior grade in art, this is what I am looking at. How many times do I have to say your name and remind you to make a better choice? If it's 1 or 2, and then you get into timeout on the 3rd time, I mark that in my grade book, and that will affect your behavior grade. Are you taking responsibility for yourself? Are you cooperating and getting along with others? Are you showing me respect? And are you showing effort in the art project? All of these count for your behavior grade. I appreciate you following along in this reminder video on how to follow the artist rules to help your art class run smoothly so we have plenty of time to explore your creative side.